This story begins with an introduction. My friend Katie Duck invited me to attend an antique car show in Cleveland, Ohio, and to meet one of her friends and associates there, a fellow by the name of Paul Landis, a man of some historical significance. But that's another story for another time. As we were introduced, he asked if I was from Cleveland. I responded that I grew up in Bowling Green. His face lit up as he inquired, "Is the natatorium still there?" I responded that no, it was raised many years ago, but I learned to swim there. He then asked, "How about Stellar Field, University Stadium?" To which I had to give the same response, that I'd run track there in high school and watched many football games at that site, both high school and collegiate. Curious, I asked if he was from Bowling Green. He replied that his father had been the first assistant football coach under Warren Stellar, but that he'd not been back since he moved away at age 7. He elaborated that the coaches in that era all worked together and helped each other in the various sports, so that if you were an assistant in one sport, you may very well be the head coach in another. That sounded reasonable for a small college, so I left it at that. I decided, though, to do some research and compile this video comparison of the BGSU campus from 1926 to today, so that Mr. Landis could see the many improvements and expansions since his departure in 1942. I hope you'll enjoy this video tour. As I was researching this project and digging through old BGSU key yearbooks, I found some interesting associations. Coach Landis' first year of coaching at Bowling Green Normal School, 1926, saw the graduation of one Franklin Gus Skibby, a star basketball player on what Coach called the best team in the history of Bowling Green. Mr. Skibby went on to be my high school civics teacher in Bowling Green Public Schools, and later mayor of the city and an NFL referee. Towards the end of Coach Landis' stint at BG, I noticed that he'd also been the track coach. As I looked at the team picture, I noticed my father-in-law, Ralph Boroff, in front of the coach. Ditto for the cross-country team pick, of which Mr. Landis also coached and my father-in-law participated. Coach Paul Landis spent 17 years as head basketball coach at what became Bowling Green State University before the ravages of war depleted his squad and coaching staff in 1942, and he departed to take the position of Director of Physical Education for State of Ohio schools. As head basketball coach, he preceded the legendary Harold Andy Anderson, who achieved national fame and respect as one of the outstanding college coaches of his time as well.